Our first demo is Automatic Borrower with presenters Jason and Sri. CoreLogic is a leading provider of property insights and innovative solutions, working to transform the property industry by putting people first. Using its network, scale, connectivity, and technology, CoreLogic delivers faster, smarter, more human-centered experiences that build better relationships, strengthen businesses, and ultimately create a more resilient society. For more information, visit CoreLogic.com. Jason, Sri, take us through Automatic Borrower.
Thanks, Zeb. Good morning. My name is Sri Gajala. I'm Senior Product Leader, and joining with me is Jason Hale, Senior Product Manager, and we both represent the Mortgage Solutions Division within CoreLogic. Today, we're going to showcase some of the highlights of our Automatic Borrower solution suite. Before we dive into the demo, I wanted to touch on some of the problem statements that we're still most commonly hearing in the current mortgage environment. Shifts in borrower profiles, like the expansion of the gig economy and the new trends in Gen Z home buying, are adding complexity to the lending landscape. This is leading to an explosion of multi-borrower, multi-income scenarios, and it's leaving lenders scrambling to keep the origination costs down in this highly competitive market. At CoreLogic, we're committed to providing a singular solution that sources any document and analyzes every borrower regardless of the complexity. So what is Automatic Borrower? Simply put, Automatic Borrower is a comprehensive solution built by the underwriters for the underwriters that combines verifications and analysis into an integrated workflow. What makes us unique is that we're a one-stop shop where you can order all of these GSE-certified verification products, and the data is automatically orchestrated into the analysis solutions to evaluate income, assets, and liabilities of borrowers. The result is a streamlined workflow that automates those simple, no-touch decisions and simplifies the complex into one-and-done reviews. With that said, I'm going to hand it over to Jason for a live demo to show the power of our orchestrated workflow within Automatic Borrower.
Thanks, Sri. Good afternoon, everybody. So today I'm going to walk you through the analysis components that we just talked through for Automatic Borrower, looking at a file for a conventional home buyer, Andy America. So he's got those similar complex scenarios pieces that Sri just mentioned there. He's got a lot of different pieces. He's got a self-employed job. He's got some standard wage income pieces here. He's got asset sources coming in from both digitally linked things and uploaded documents and a full set of liabilities to review. So in this demo here, I'm going to walk through as the underwriter. So you can see we've already got a full set of data pulled in through all those verification products that Sri mentioned earlier. We've uploaded our documents for our income analysis. We've gone through our verification of implemented income waterfall to get back that salary information for that primary job. He's gone through a verification assets product to digitally link those accounts. And we pulled in some additional uploaded documents as well. And we've got all these pieces all ordered. So as the underwriter, we're going to walk through here and show how all these pieces are orchestrated together into a simplified solution. So we're going to start off with the income analysis component. Before we roll into the actual individual processes, note that when we select our automatic order, we pick an investor guideline. So everything is underwritten and aligned to a particular product type. In this case, we're using Fannie Mae's review process as our analysis. So when we hop into our income analysis process, you'll see we've got all the data from all those pieces orchestrated into a single review and automated wherever possible. So right here from the top, you can see all the information from our VOE has already been pulled in. We've got a full set of data loaded in with a calculation based on your Fannie Mae guideline already completed. So for both a base calc and a bonus calc, we've got a transparent accounting of how you got to that number, all built in and auto-calculated up front. So simple case, auto calculation, you can take this thing and move forward. Nothing else you have to do additional in a very straightforward case. But for those other pieces that are more complex, you have a lot more specific time savings. When we move back over to our self-employed component, you take a look at this partnership piece here. You can see all the data entry has been fully pulled in from all those tax return information, loaded and auto-calculated upfront, so you don't have to do any of that manual entry. And it's built in so that we've got a full integration for that calculation across whatever you're working with. So in this case here, we have that Fannie Mae review. So not only did we load up the information, we've calculated it based off of Fannie Mae's income calculator. We're integrated with the Fannie Mae income calculator directly. So we've already got a Fannie Mae verified outcome confirmed against your DU case file that's already validated and accepted that value. So you've got your verification of information with all of your appropriate notes already built in. But it's not just a one and done here. If you have to do a further review on that income side, you need to go through and take a look for more income than just that base level. This can all be done right here on the same solution. So let's say in this case, I need some more income here. I'm a little bit short. I can see on this guide here, I've got some mortgage notes due and payable less than 1 year that are on here. If I can confirm those guys roll over year, I can right here in this interface, just go back and pull back to Fannie Mae and say, hey, I want to try to get some more income. I want to offset those mortgage notes and see if I can go back and get an updated value right here in our system. Can we get a value that still works with Fannie Mae? I can resend in real time, and we'll go back and they'll say, hey, does this work on our process? And if so, they'll pull us back an updated income. Before I finish my talking, we've already got this response back, confirmed. Income is updated and validated with, again, your updated findings for that new change, already built in here and good to go. Because you got your case file ID already aligned, this is when you go back over to your AUS and run this thing through, it's already built in on that same set there. It's all in one. So this is Fannie Mae. If we were to do a Freddie Mac version instead, you've got this all built into the back end. So this will reach out to the AIM side of things on Freddie Mac side, and get you that same rep and warrant component piece when you go into your LPA findings. Also with the Freddie Mac side, we have the second level review for your reps and warrants for the tax transcript piece as well. So you've got that combo of both your tax transcript and your physical reports themselves. You can get both the data and the calculation warranted right here in one spot. This is built in so that you can go through, complete out a finalized report with all of your calculations right here on the fly with an audit trail for all your changes. And it's also integrated with several solutions. So if you want to say we're in, say, Encompass, you can click a button to, with a click, push this data back over into your Encompass application, and you're good to go and completed that review in just a few minutes as opposed to like the hours that it would take previously for an income review. Once you finish this income component piece here, we can go over and take a look at our asset component piece. Starting off with that VOA data, what we look to do is to give you a way to both verify the information coming in, and then regardless of source, be it a linked document coming in from your VOA or an uploaded data set coming in from your borrower, we give you a centralized review of all those assets, again, based on the guideline that you picked. So in this case, we're looking at Fannie Mae. We're looking for things like total cash to close, requirements for liquidation, large deposit verification. Anything that we can validate on this side here, we'll pull in and give you a centralized review to give you a streamlined exception-based analysis of your assets, but also give you the power as an underwriter or a processor to really go through and get away from that physical statement review by giving you an analysis of everything we've got on this file right here in one spot. So be it a linked VOA document or an uploaded physical document, we'll give you a full accounting of all the data across all those data sets, sorted out by institution, by account type, and give you a way to really interrogate this data right here in one spot without that physical manual review. I could sort through, say, I only want to see deposits on here, or I'm looking to specifically clear out a earnest money value, right? I want to look for just a particular piece. Or maybe I'm trying to check and see if I've got a recurring payment with a particular type of company, right? We can search and sort through all this data in a centralized spot, give you that overall analysis and the ability to kind of move throughout that file. Just like with your income components, you can generate a finalized report and again, push this back into your LOS as you need. And the last piece we wanted to talk through for this review is our liabilities analysis. This takes all the data we just talked about, the income, the assets, and pulls in the credit report to do a kind of like cross-reference review to look not only at your basic liabilities from your credit report, but across anything else. Do we see discovered, undisclosed liabilities across any of those other documents that you might need to take a look at in your file set? So we do a baseline review. Again, following that guideline selection for looking at things like correct monthly loan payments for student loans, lease versus installment collection pieces there, making sure you've got the aligned calculations so really everything is already calculated, and all you have to do is look for individual level alerts for exception-based review. But what we'll really give you is the way to dig through, take a deep dive into anything you need to, but in most cases, you have that streamlined analysis. And then we take a full analysis review into those discovered pieces, things that you would see across others' data sets that might still impact your overall profile that aren't showing up in your application. So in this case here, we've got things like, hey, on this individual bank statement, we see, hey, we've got a recurring monthly payment for a fixed amount that wasn't showing up in that credit report list. Maybe we need to go through and with a button, accept this value into our total debt, or you can drop it out of your file in a quick and easy review to make sure you've got accurate calculations across the board. So really it gives you that comprehensive underwriter-specific review sets that get you a full validation and pulls it all into a single spot for quick and easy review. Sri, anything on your end before we hop over to the Q&A?
No, I think as you can see, Automatic Borrower can save you time and money, and regardless of data source or borrower complexity. Again, our mantra is getting all this into one integrated solution, and we truly believe in, automating the simple and, simplifying your complex reviews.
Let's jump into questions, y'all. In one of their recent studies, Fannie Mae highlighted income, employment liabilities, and assets as a top significant defect category or categories. How can Automatic Borrower help address those challenges?
That's a great finding and great report. And again, Automatic Borrower is specifically built into address consistency and accuracy of product level analysis. As you saw in the demo, each Automatic Borrower is completed aligning to a selected product guideline, ensuring that all the output across all the analysis services meets the needs for the delivery to that agency. This further reduces the chance of risk of a defect or a buyback. I'd also particularly call out the integrated rep and warrant relief with income analysis tool. Again, this is a fantastic way to ensure income calcs are correct and that guidelines are consistently applied.
How does conducting a thorough assets and liabilities analysis with Automatic help lenders identify potentially missed or even overstated borrowing opportunities?
Yeah, that's a great piece of kind of like why we built liabilities and asset analysis in the first place. So we were specifically taking the idea of underwriters' feedback, who this is a process they do every single day, and we want to make sure that we've got that replicated process where you're doing that cross-referencing across your data sets. Like we said, this discovered liabilities piece is an incredibly important component of your review because you're able to go through, make sure you hit all those gaps, that you're finding all those individual spots across assets, income. Say you've got a garnishment on your pay stub that needs to get pulled over into that process. All these pieces, as those docs come in, you get that repeated analysis that covers all those spots and looks for those spaces in between your different data sets.
Interesting. And my last question that I think we have time for today is, how does Automatic Borrower streamline the lending process, saving time for loan officers and underwriters so that they can concentrate on managing more complex files?
Great question. Automatic Borrower is all about streamlining originations, taking the simple cases and automating those processes. Like Jason showed earlier with the VOE calculation and automating, the VOE or data orchestrating into the income calc will drive quick wins on easy calcs, while at the same time giving you real-time savings on the complex components by simplifying those to, I would say down to straightforward one-touch reviews. Something like a self-employed income calc that once took anywhere from hours to days, and complexity of paper. We've seen files where people upload thousands of pages of tax returns, and underwriters struggle to review those page by page. Even loan officers needing to get that number quickly. Those are far reach than getting instant feedback, which happens in minutes. I would say Automatic Borrower solves for the data entry, gives guideline-specific analysis, and directly integrates agency rep and warrants wherever possible to give a truly streamlined experience, regardless of the complexity of the scenarios.
Jason, Shri, thank you so much for taking us through Automatic Borrower.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.